This is Krystal and thank you for joining me for this week's First Chapter Friday. Today I will be reading from Jenny Colgan's The Christmas Bookshop. Prologue. But it's August, said Carmen into the phone, putting down her book. August! It's almost sunny outside. I have sandals on. Ice cream vans patrol the land. I put sunblock on last week and almost needed it. How can I possibly get my head around what you're asking me? I'm just saying, her mother's soft voice came again, and Carmen sighed. They had the same tussle every year. It's just useful to know early, that's all. And of course, Sophia. Carmen screwed up her face. Yes, she's popping out yet another sprog and overpopulating the world. Blah, blah, blah. I know. Carmen June Hogan, be nice. Come on, Mom. She's already got 3. She's just being greedy. Anyway, I don't know what I might be doing at Christmas. I might be going away. Who with? Her mother sounded skeptical. I could meet someone between now and Christmas. And he could whisk me off to Barbados. Or L.A. Her mother smiled. So you're not coming home for Christmas because you'll be in L.A.? I could be in L.A. Carmen couldn't, she thought, be the only person in the world who was both nearly 30 and who still turned into a stroppy teenager when confronted by her mother. But it was only August. She just didn't want to think about the summer being over or about another Christmas. Sleeping in her old bedroom, which was full of ridiculous junk now that it didn't belong to her, sewing machines and whatnot. Reading all her old paperbacks on the shelf. C.S. Lewis and the Follyfoot and the Dark is Rising series, seeing as it was Christmas. Then it would be everyone making the hugest fuss over Sophia's noisy, bratty children and giving them so much stuff, which always had to be wooden and expensive, that they could barely tear the wrapping from one gift before they dived into the next. With every passing year, too, Sophia's gifts to the rest of the family got more and more lavish and expensive, making it more and more apparent who in the family was doing well, and who was still sleeping under her Spice Girls duvet and handing out discounted gifts from the shop she worked in. Her mother plowed on regardless. I mean, Sophia wants to show off the new house and won't want to travel. I thought we'd all go to hers and I'd cook. Sophia worked as a lawyer in Edinburgh, 100 miles away from their dying industrial West Coast Scottish town. It was doing very nicely, thank you, with her handsome international lawyer husband and babies and Range Rovers, blah, blah, blah. Carmen still worked in the department store she'd had a Saturday job in when she'd been at school. The store was shabby and getting worse all the time. Literally nobody in the family ever brought this up, which made it worse. As if sensing her thoughts, her mother's voice lowered. And how is Downton's doing? Carmen understood, although she hated the tone. Well, we'll be doing better by Christmas, she said, and both of them desperately tried to believe it. And if you would like to know what happens next, you can check this title out on the Libby app. Please join me here on the 10th of January as I read from the beginning of Suggested Reading by Dave Konis. That will be the beginning to kick off our Winter Reading Challenge, a reading resolution. Thank you and have a wonderful holiday.